Article review by E. Ann Batosi. Throughout our lives, we go through different stages of learning, from learning by copying and repeating to formal education, like grade school, high school, and college. Later on, we can add work experience and life experience. Our world of learning never ends. What does the word community mean to you? Do you think that learning and community belong together? I decided to review The Adult Learning in Community Themes and Threads by David S. Stein and Susan Imel. And this was taken from the New Directions for Adult and Continuing Education, number 95, Fall 2002. First of all, what does the article mean by learning in communities? Learning in communities means that a group of people from different backgrounds, views, and opinions are shared as a group. Learning in community can produce a shared sense of purpose, a sense of belonging to a group that welcomes differences as a means to understand a local situation better. Think of our Adobe Connect sessions as one of these communities. We are a varied group of individuals from different backgrounds, opinions, and point of views. Every week in tutorial, we share our opinions about a variety of topics. While reading the article, I came across the following themes related to learning in communities. Place is important. Learning content relates to the community's daily life. And knowledge is locally produced. Let's take a look at the first point. Place is important. Why is place important? First, adult learners voluntarily create learning spaces related to the time and place in which problems are situated. According to the article, place can play an important role in learning. It talks about how interacting with people in different spaces, times, and situations have an effect on what you learn. I believe this is so true. Think about the times you're in a breakout room and nobody is participating. It is an uncomfortable situation and it is a waste of time. Then the flip side happens. People are engaged and opinions are flying throughout the room. Then you are swept away because time ran out. How does place affect your learning? Let's move to the second point. Learning content relates to the community's daily life. The process of learning in community produces community wisdom because the knowledge is applied to improve daily life activities or for seeking insights about the social and intellectual world. We all come into learning as mature students with a specific knowledge or expertise. When we come into a community, we're able to share our knowledge with peers. This knowledge cannot be found in books. This is real life. How do you learn it? Through experiencing it. Even though we might not have lived it, we can learn from it and ask questions from our peers. Every time I enter a tutorial, I think, what will I learn today that I haven't experienced before? What have you learned through your community's daily life? And on to the last point. Knowledge is locally produced. Learning in community is learning with others, more than learning from or about others. We have all done group work. We know that the process is to come together and talk about your ideas on a certain subject. Here, there is no instructor or teacher guiding you in the direction you must take. It is through collaboration as a group, building on the knowledge, ideas, and experiences that your peers bring to the table. A greater understanding will be present since you are able to ask and collaborate based on your group's life and work experience, rather than just read it from a book. This is what problem-based learning is all about. Find a problem and come up with solutions based on your background and knowledge. How do you feel about PBL? As an adult learner, I prefer working in a community that is not afraid to bring their views to the table. The discussion becomes more engaging, and the group will walk away with better knowledge and insight. The downfall to this type of learning is if the group doesn't want to share, or if the group has the same way of thinking or experiences, then really not much will come out of it. Here are some questions I would like to discuss when we get back to the breakout room. How can community learning benefit people? Does your learning style affect how you learn in a community? Why or why not? Thank you for listening. I'm looking forward to our discussion.